Okay, so let's see if the stream is running. Now it's running. Nice. Okay, so today is a bit special because I'm hosting a internal game jam for the education I'm responsible for, where I'm working as a teacher at Future Games in Sweden. So essentially the students are supposed to create a game in 3 hours, and I figured I'd simply join in and try to create something. I'm a bit nervous because I haven't done this almost at all. I tried to do like a fake game jam, just coding for 3 hours, split up into a couple of days. And I thought that was pretty nice. So now we'll see how I manage to do the real thing. There's no theme for the jam, we're just gonna create whatever we want. And I realized now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna keep a chat open for my students in case they have questions. Yeah, so I'm not gonna take this hyper seriously, but I'm gonna try my best, and we'll see where we end up. Okay, so the jam has started, and I'm just gonna announce that. God morgon Abbe. Okay, so first I'm just gonna create the directory, and I want to make a game about fire. And I'm actually gonna use Freya. I'm teaching Unity, but I'll be using Freya because that's the tool I'm most comfortable with when it comes to doing things quickly. Anyway, I'm also gonna start this tomato timer because I will need to take breaks from time to time. First of all, I just want some fire. So I'm gonna draw some fire, and I think this will look super trash because I don't know if I can do transparency with paint, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, already I'm confused. How do I zoom in? There we go. Okay, so let's draw some fire. Perfect. Fill, and of course we need some yellow in here. We all know this is how fire looks. The saturation is way too high, but I don't want to fix that right now. Maybe if I get time in the end, which I know I won't, so there we go. Save as. Can I get transparency? I have no clue. Let's see. Jam. Fire. Okay. Now I want to render the fire. I hope this is right. Looks good. Let's check the terminal. Yes. And then we draw texture, fire at 1010 maybe. Does this work? It did not. It expected 4. Does it want white? Yes. There we go. Beautiful fire. I really wish I knew how to fix the transparency in Paint, but I don't. And I don't have any other program for it. So let's go. Now we need things to set on fire. Oh, I guess also the best solution here is just to do a draw rectangle 0, 0, L with, oh, let's do this. Wait. Yes, nice. Now we got transparency. Let's create a new one. And this time, like, what can we set on fire? Like maybe some grass? Oh, maybe it should just be straight like this. Ah. And then, yeah. Is this what grass looks like? I don't know. Maybe it's a butterfree. There we go. Maybe I want something a bit darker maybe. Oop. Oop. And just some. There we go. Save as grass. Grass. Then we can draw the grass texture. Oh, there we go. Now I have grass and fire. Okay, so what's next? Maybe I want to make like a field of fire. Field of grass. So let's say I do def state, and in state I'm gonna have objects. Let's just call them goals. And I'm gonna loop over the goals. And let's do this too then. Def goals state. Just extract the game objects, loop through them, and say update go, and then after that we say render. And then we need to add some game objects. Update state goes array push new grass xy. I guess something like this. And then we need new grass, which take a position and returns post update grass, update render grass, render. There we go. Let's see. Let's loop this. So X. I guess I might want to know the width of the texture. Let's see. I think I can figure it out from the code, but I don't have it in my head, so this is the quickest way to check it. The grass is 29 x 22. So we say loop x from 0 to, I don't know, 300 in increments of grass width. And let's say def grass width 29. I guess let's do this instead. Okay, and then the y for now can just be, oops, y can just be maybe like this, 0. Oh, range. There we go. Loop grass update does not exist, of course. Right now it doesn't need to do anything. Render. Okay, now that works. And right, the render should draw the texture. So let's copy this because I lost the other one. Grass, and this should be, I think we have thing. There we go! Now we got some grass going. And already I'm realizing this is ending up way too small. I would like to scale up this stuff. The easiest way to do that, I think, is to create a render texture. Let's do it like this. Let's see. So we say unless here. Does this work? Yes, it works. And right, we say also when there is a texture already, we unload it. Yes, so now we have a render texture which should be a specific size, but I'm realizing now I don't want it to be as big as this window. I always want it to be a defined size. So let's say we want it to be 400, maybe 256 times 256. Okay, and then we say defer and texture mode, I think, yes. And then we say, so this means if something crashes, we end the texture mode, and then we say begin texture mode. Yes, we have this function and we use it on RT texture, and then let's move the update stuff up here, maybe here. Load file, goes is unknown. Oh, now we get some crashing. Let's see, what does it say? It expected a... Oh, okay. Of course. Yes. Begin texture mode wants the render texture, not the actual texture. Load file. This is okay. Sadly, yeah, we're gonna have some bugs. Oh, I had forgot about that. But I think we can live with it, hopefully. Maybe not. Maybe I'm gonna copy some ugly hacks from another project. I didn't consider this. Let's see, do we have a render texture here? No, then I think it's in scene. Render texture. Yeah, here we go. We need some hot fixes. Like that, pop matrix, and then let's see. Here we need these parts too. Load file. Yes, okay, there we go. This is just an ugly fix so that we can use the render texture. And now we're gonna actually, so now the stuff disappeared because it's ending up in the render texture. So now we're gonna actually render the texture. Draw texture pro, I think I had to use. Yes, render texture to texture, RT texture. 0, 0, and let's do this RT last size, so just the size. Alright, this one needs to be negative, I forgot. So we do in RT last size 0, and then negative on that one. Need to flip stuff, but then we can do 0, 0, RT last. Origin and rotation, I think. There we go. Now we're back to where we were before. I'm gonna turn down my music a bit. That's better. Let's see. So gonna double check. Just so no one is... Yeah, we're good. Okay, so what I wanted to do now is just scale this up a bit. And we do that by multiplying this with 2. So, or maybe 4. Maybe that's a bit too big. But I think it's kind of nice. There we go. So 200 multiplied by 200. I'm guessing Moruk TVS is spamming. I guess he'll live for now because I don't know how to ban people. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Oh well. Okay. Let's see now. Just for fun, I'm putting the fire below the grass. Maybe up a bit. Yeah, something like that. I kind of want to move the render texture to the middle, but we don't have time. We don't have time. I'm gonna move these down a bit. They're too high up. Maybe something like this. I realize now the game shouldn't be blocked by this, so I'm gonna make it a bit less tall. There we go. That looks okay. And I realize now I could just hard code some margins like this maybe. Yeah, this looks better at least. Now it's starting to look like something. I haven't decided on, I think this should be some sort of platformer-ish, so I'm just gonna create some sort of ground for the grass to live on. My last game I made with only rectangles, and I thought it looked very boring. So I'm happy to get the chance to create something a little bit less boring. There we go, maybe some unevenness, no, like that, and maybe we could even get some, I don't know, some crap here. Oh, this will look really ugly, but it's okay. I wonder if maybe, oh, whoops. Oh well, something like this. Let's try it. Save as ground. I'm starting to realize that I'm really gonna need the transparency, maybe not. Okay, so let's copy this, create some ground, new ground. A new ground will of course be same. I don't think ground needs an update, so we're gonna say nope and nope util. And I guess this might, nope is just do nothing. There we go. Assets. Oh no, state. ground render. We need ground render. Ground render, dot picture ground, and then of course we need ground, ground, and I think they use the same dimensions. Okay, no ground visible right now. Oh right, because it's right below the grass. So we're just gonna increase the Y value, 60, 59. Yeah, I don't know if that looks like ground. The saturation is so crazy. Anyway, now I have some crazy ground. Now I want to light the grass on fire. But I want someone to light the grass on fire. So we're gonna create that someone, that special someone in our game. Let's see. I'm imagining like kind of red-haired person that seems to go well with the fire. So maybe something like this. Oh, and maybe it's nice with some white there, I don't know. And yeah, that's true too. I kind of wanted them to have a very big head. So maybe this hair needs to be a bit bigger. Whee! And then the head could be maybe like this. Whee! There we go. And this is of course the, I don't know. I was thinking like a fiery hand, but let's just do maybe something like that. And then like this. Very wide hips. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is okay. So let's call this character, no, crap, I saved over the ground. Whoops. Let's see. Copy this new. Whoop, wait. Oh, of course it's created a new in here. Can I undo? I can't undo. Oh, my beautiful ground. Okay. Let's say this as Sarah. That's great. Sarah, the fire person. Okay, let's create some new ground. And now we do... Where's the fill? Oh, is this window too small? Here we go. Fill. I guess I should relax. But I guess now I get a chance to make it a little bit less saturated because it was so crazy. What? That's not what I wanted. There we go. And same here. Just a little bit less crazy. And then draw some stuff. Save as ground, yes. Now let's see. Load file. Gonna make sure ground is, yeah. Now I need to move down the ground a bit. There we go. Okay, so we need to load Sarah, of course. Def Sarah, and she can of course also be a game object. Update state goes array push new Sarah, I guess. Where should she be? Maybe at 40. 40. And we say def and new Sarah, and I'm gonna move this up here. Just so we have our functions and initialization in different places. because I might want to add more stuff. Update, Sara, update. Render, Sara, render. FN, Sara, update. Render, draw. Oh, let's just copy this. Oh, there we don't go because I can't spell. Okay, there we go. It's beautiful. Okay, let's see now. First of all, I want Sara to be able to walk around a bit after she is actually on the ground, something like that. And then we say Sara update. Normally I do like walking stuff with events, but for now I'll just put it in here. When key down, D, update self pos, update in. So update the X position like this. Yes, excellent. And the other way around, of course, deck. Alright, this is the problem when I don't use the events. This will trigger even when the game is not focused. And that's usually pretty annoying. But it will have to do for now. And I'm actually gonna say like this. So there we go. And speed is not nil, so it crashes. Or not crashes, but speed can be, I don't know, 3? Yes, very quick. Okay, so now we have Sara. Let's see, what now? I think I want a break in this platform thing. There are too many. So let's say 100 and 100. There we go. Now I'd like Sara to fall down, but before we go into that, I want to cast some fire. So first of all, we need to aim, and I imagine aiming with the mouse. Oh, now it's time for a short break, and I need to take these because otherwise I will go crazy. So I'm starting a timer for 5 minutes, and then I'll come back. So yeah, be back in 5 minutes. Whoop. Okay, so let's restart the timer. Right now I sadly need to manually restart it, but you know how it is. Sorry. I hope I'll get not sick soon. Okay, so now we spent 1/6 of the time and we have no game. That's scary. So my idea right now is that now I can spend up to 25 minutes on like throwing fire and having things burn, and then 25 minutes to create some sort of enemy, hopefully more than one, but yeah. And then 1 hour to spend on polish, like adding sounds and music. I would love to do that. And then last half hour just make sure I can upload an exe file. Yeah, so let's start with throwing fire, and I wanted to do that using the mouse. So let's see. At the end of the rendering we say render UI. I guess like this. And let's say def render UI. What I want to do is to loop, let's see, maybe from 0 to 10, and say let x, let the position be lerp between the Sara, let's see, new Sara, let's call this Sara stand, and then the new Sara here, def Sara, there we go. So now we have a variable that actually is Sara, and we can refer to her. I'm starting to feel like this state stuff should be as high up as possible, but maybe not. Okay, here we have render UI. Render all stuff. So we learned from Sara's position to the cursor's position. North. And we draw circles at each of those positions. That can be maybe a bit red, a bit transparent. Okay, like this. And now we need vlerp. And vlerp needs lerp. So we say lerp start stop p plus start p multiplied by stop minus start. I think this is right. And then we have vlerp. And now we do it ugly. So we say xy, x2, y2, t. And we say lerp x, x2, t. And the same for y. Load file. Oh, cursor pos. This would be get mouse position. I thought. Now something broke. Draw circle V. Expected 3. Right, we need a radius for the... Oh, I have too many windows. We need the radius, so let's say 10 maybe. Oh, that's way too big. Let's say 5. And I guess the position of Sara should be offset a bit. V/V plus Sara size. So now new Sara needs a size 2. Size, let's just check. Sara is, hello, 32 times 37. Maybe we want to be able to change that. Oh, and of course the offset should be divided by 0.5. There we go. So now it's in the middle of Sara. And of course, this is okay. But now I realize maybe it should be at the hand, but whatever, this is okay. And we can actually increase it. We don't need it to be right on top of Sara. Okay, so this is starting to look like something. The next problem is the mouse offset. First of all, we need to remove some, and that would be EL, let's see, this is more ugly hacks, but what are you gonna do? Did that not work? Let's see. It's nil. Is offset Y nil? Oh. Right. Okay. We're gonna put the mouse position in state instead. Def state. np00. And then we do it on event, because I realized put state np. We don't have access to the din offset xy. Okay, this is looking better. Some more stuff though. We have our offset here. Offset, just gonna define it like this, def offset, and we need to remove that too from the mouse. Yes, a bit better. And then the next problem is that we're scaling, so we need to divide by our scaling, which is 4. Render scale, def render scale 4. So we say, I guess we could say that here, v multiplied by undivided by render scale. Yes, there we go. Okay, so now we got some aim, which is cool. I don't like this straight line very much. I would like it to be more of an arc. Also, I think the circles are a bit too big because we're scaling. So let's say 2. Maybe that's too little instead. 3. Perfect. So what I want to do is, let's see, I want Y to be a bit higher. Let's see. I think something like we should add some math sim maybe. Does this work? Y is unknown. Oh. Y. I'll crash instead, because I think, yeah, it wants flat. We say math floor and math floor load file. Okay, this is looking okay. I'm not sure this is doing much, so we multiply it by 5. Yes. What? Wait. What's going on here? That's... Oh, right. I need to do multiplied by pi, I think, and maybe even twice. I always forget this kind of stuff. Maybe we don't need 50. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. And then negative, because I want it to go up first. There we go. Okay, so now we have some aim. I wanted the last dot to be on top of the mouse. So I'm gonna try to do range 2 instead. There we go. And I kind of want to hide the cursor too, but we can do that later. Now this looks kind of cool, I think. So now, let's say I want to click and shoot fire. So now I'm gonna shoot some fire. Whew. Drink some water. So first I want to make some sort of flame bullet. Like the projectile. Can I zoom in? How do I zoom in? Control, okay. I'm thinking something like this, maybe. And maybe it's so hot it's like white at the top. I don't know. This is great. Save as flame bullet. And then we load it. Flame bullet. I'm actually gonna need the size of all the things, but we can wait a little bit with that. And then we need like, let's copy this. We need new flame bullet, and I'm actually gonna need that in the Saga update as it is now. So let's just put it at the top here. New flame bullet. Flame bullet. Flame bullet. And let's check the size then. Let's check the size. It is 2111. Speed, I don't know, maybe 10. Update. Render, and it should just draw texture V. It's like the other ones. Flame bullet. Pulse. Right, I think this is it. Nice. And now, when I click, I want to create flame bullets. So I think I have mouse button down pressed, maybe. Maybe I should use space. I kind of want to click. When 0 is clicked, we say array push. Update state goes array push new flame bullet. At which position then? I think we copy Sarah's position. Nice. Here we go. Okay. So now we're shooting fire, but it's not going anywhere. And I kind of want it to be a bit dependent on like where we're aiming. So we're actually going to provide a direction too, not only the position. And the direction would be, what would the direction be? Let's do it in an ugly way for now and say in the render UI we say when I is equal to 1, we say put Sara aim XY. So that's the way she's aiming, like the first dot. Yes. Let me think. That's the absolute position. So we kind of want the difference between Sarah and V minus. I guess that's where it could be created though. So we can keep that position for now. So let's see. New flame bullet. And then we provide, oops, Sara aim. So I guess this would be Sara pos and actual pos. Maybe. That doesn't. Oh right, it's in the top left corner. Okay, anyway, that's fine for now. So the direction then, let dir, that would be Sara pos minus pos, and then we normalize it. Normalize. And then in the update we say move it, like update self pos should be added the self direction and get frame time. I guess we haven't used that one yet, but whatever. Multiplied by self speed. Something like that. Now we get crashes. Let's see. Iterable type got nil on line 35. Update self pos. Self. Oh, we didn't actually add the dir. Load file. There we go. It's going in the wrong direction. So I'm gonna flip Sara pos and pos. Also another thing I always forget. Now I get the feeling that wait, what? Oh right, because it should be the middle of Sara pos. Let's do it like this instead. Pos and dir. So we provide dir on the outside, and we say self pos. We say aim pos and aim dir. That's great. And here we say put aim pos, and then we need aim dir. Okay, let's see now. So this shouldn't be Sara pos, it should be this one. Center of Sara. Center of Sara. Maybe like this then. We get problems. When do we get problems? Sara update fire 86. 86. Aim pos. Aim dir. Aim pos. Oh, we get other compilation errors. Pos. And this should be X and Y. Yes, now it's better. Now we need to increase the speed. New flame bullet. Maybe 100. Yeah, something like this. Okay, so this is kind of neat. I think we need to change the position of the flame so it's centered instead. So we do V minus v size, so we remove some of the size when rendering. Yes, this looks better. Okay, so now I kind of wanted it to also go in an arc, so we're gonna add some gravity. And that's just by update self, yes, update in self dir 1. Yeah, something like this. And I guess maybe the speed should be bigger the further away it is. So we say force. So we go here and say, what's the distance? Oops. Like aim force. I guess that would be the non-normalized. Something like this. Yes. So the distance between center of Sara and the first dot could be the force. Now we say new flame bullet. And that should be Sara aim force. Alright, this should also be the distance, not a vector. So we say v dist. Oh, and maybe we don't need the minus here. It's just v dist. Oh, okay. I'm just confused. I could have done magnitude there, but this is great. There we go. Too much force though. So we're gonna say aim force. I guess here we say multiplied by 0.1 maybe. Something like this. That looks very weak though. That looks very strong. Maybe this works? I think the gravity needs to be a bit stronger. And now we're starting to get into the weeds here. So I realize I can't spend much more time on this. But this is kind of fun. So I guess our arc isn't very reliable. Yeah, I don't know. This will do. So now I want to set the grass on fire. So what we need to do then is in the flame bullet update, check, are we colliding with something that can burn? Or rather, let's just check if we collide with anything. And I'm lazy now, so I'm gonna do circle collision. When circle go self. And now we print fire. There we go, but we don't have circle. So we're gonna create that. Let's see. Most of our things now are rectangles, but I think I'm just gonna add a radius to them. So we say radius R1, pos P1, and then we say radius R2 and pos P2. So these are the things that we check if they're colliding, and we just return is the distance between P1 and P2 less than the radius is added together. Then we have a collision. But now we need to make sure that everything has a radius. So this maybe could have, I don't know, 8. And then Sara, what do you have? Maybe... All right, and now we need to make sure all positions are centered too. Now it's time for a break. Okay, so I'm gonna take a 5-minute break again, and then I'm gonna have to make enemies and this stuff very, very quickly. So we'll see how that goes. I'll see you after the break. Okay, so let's just restart this timer. And then we'll continue. I'm gonna have to accept the fire as it is now and not change it anymore. Here we go. Let's see, we had some bug. I'm thinking some things still need radius. So I'm just gonna search for new flame bullet has radius. Here we need radius. And now maybe it's okay, yes. And now it says fire a lot. So the first thing we're gonna do is fix the positions of things so that they are centered. So just this part. Size. I need the size of the grass, and the grass is 29 times 22, and I thought I had written that already, but maybe that was the ground. Anyway. I'm still so nervous. 32 times 6. There we go. Does Sarah have a size? She does. Then we fix her rendering too then. Size. Yes, now everything is offset a bit funnily. Let's see. We got some errors too. First of all, center of Sarah is now actually just Sarah pos, so we don't need to do that stuff. That's fine. And now we need to fix the ground and grass where we created. I should have done the centered stuff from the beginning. Yeah, something like that. Is the ground really rendered center now? Let's check. Ground render. It isn't. So there we go. And I guess that looks okay. But I want it to be a bit more to the left. Just so we have some more grass to burn. And Sarah, you're way too high up now. Go down, please. Oh, that's the wrong one. Please. Empty. There we go. Okay. Now, sometimes we get some error. So let's stop printing. Print fire. Oh. What's the error we get? Oh, it's when I move. What's that about? On event, vop. Oh. What? Let's say when first ev is equal to mouse move. Is it okay now? Yeah, I think so. Yes. Something was strange. Okay, so now I have the fire moving around. Looks a bit strange. Wait, and isn't she a bit squished now? Something is going on. But I don't care. Now we need to set fire to stuff that can be flammable. And the way I'm gonna do that is say that some things have a heat. So this might have 0 heat. And then when we collide with something, when the the game object has heat, we say put self dead true and say update go heat plus self heat. So it simply transfers the heat, but that's not what I want to do. I realized I want right, when it collides I want to create a flame, so new flame at my pos, self pos. And not when it has heat. I want this to happen at any time, but I don't want it to happen on Sarah, I guess. So we say when not equal game object and Sarah dot file, new flame should be new fire. New fire. Didn't I create that? I didn't. So let's create new fire. And now we finally get the payoff. We created that fire so long ago at the beginning of this project. It was so long ago. And let's say heat is 100. A lot of fire. Fire. Fire update and fire render. Let's copy these. Fire. And this we're gonna use to, and here we want to go heat, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Burning. The fire won't move. It will render a fire. Load file. Let's see. What? No fire? Alright. I realized too the game object should not be itself either. Anyway, now I thought this would happen sometimes. Print, hello. It did happen before, so why not now? It prints hello, but no new fires. Oh, I'm just calling new fire. I need to update state goes array push to. Now it crashes. Right. So now it creates a fire, collides with that fire, and so on. So it goes crazy. I'm thinking that maybe it's physical, but I don't know how to put it. So we say when not pass through, because I don't want it to collide with the fire anyway. But we're also gonna do another thing, pass through. After update, let's see, after calling all the updates, we want to check if the thing died. So well, let's do it like this, I guess. I'm gonna do it at the end, after rendering, to say how do we do this? We say put state goes filter update state goes fn goes filter goes. So we're just gonna remove all dead game objects. We want to filter not dead. Sarah is not defined. Alright, we define Sarah later. Let's say self-caster instead. Self-caster, and the new flame bullet we say caster, new flame bullet, and we use self here. There we go. 129. Oh. There we go. Okay, let's see now what happens. Okay, so now we get crashes again. That's okay. Let's do this. When we set dead true, we can also say break, I think, so it won't collide with multiple things. Yes, nice. Now we can create fires. That's kind of fun. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. First, I want to just make this fire go away over time. Let's see. So we say update self heat minus, yeah. So we reduce the heat over time of the fire. Oh, and let's say it should last for 3 seconds. I don't know if that's reasonable. And then we say when self heat, when this is lower than or equal to 0, then we say put self dead true. Now it should only last for 3 seconds or so. Yes. But during that time, it will increase the heat of things that is close to it. So we say update go heat. I guess we do this at the end instead. Increase it by self heat, I guess. And I guess multiplied by get frame time. So it increases the heat of things around it. And I guess when an object has too much heat, more fires are created. Actually, I think I'm gonna scale down the fire to fire render, but I'm not sure how to do that. Or I am. Let's do it this way. Fur, arrow pop matrix, push matrix. We're gonna do some scaling here. RL scale F, 75. This I think should be okay. Almost right. We need to translate as well to move the fire to the right place. Not quite right. Should I do the scaling after? I don't think so. Maybe I should. Okay. So now it's kind of working as expected. Oh wait, the fires are colliding with themselves. Pass through. Oh, true. There we go. Okay, so now the fires are a bit smaller, but I imagine that when you when the fire collides with something that can burn, then the heat will also go up a bit, so the fire burns brighter. So maybe it grows by 2 or something. And then I figured that the size of the fire increases with the heat. Let's try this first, just see. Oh, that didn't work. What is heat? H. H is, it gets very big. Maybe a bit too big. Wait, it feels like it's growing a bit too much. Oh right now the fires are firing each other. not sure I want that. Say not go pass through. Still growing pretty fast. Oh right, and this should also not be itself. When not go self. That's better. So let's see now what happened with the scale. Oh wow, that's very big. Why is h 3? Oh, because I said it should be 3. So let's divide this by some value. Okay, now the fire is small, but I kind of want it to grow in size. Oh wow, that did grow in size. Let's set a max value, so it can't grow beyond 3. I don't know, it feels like it's still growing when it collides with other fires. Oh, I don't have much time. I'm getting messed up. Let's see. I do think the scaling should happen first. But it doesn't look quite right. Why does it act like that? Okay. Maybe I'll just have to live with the strange scaling for now. But anyway, let's make the fire a bit hotter when it's burning. Yes, something like that. Maybe we could add some randomness to it. For now this is okay. It doesn't feel like it's rendering from the center. Or maybe like what happens if I... Oh right, I need to multiply this with the scale too, of course. And then I realized... Oh, whoops. Oh. Like this. Okay, now it's looking okay. I still feel like the fires are heating each other up. But it shouldn't when go pass through. Oh, I can't spell. That's the problem. Now the fires shouldn't heat each other up. Okay, now we have a bunch of small fires, and it almost looks like they're burning a bit due to the scaling. And I kinda want to add some randomness to it, but we're gonna save that for the polish step. So next thing is the grass update. It should check when self heat is over self burnt, then put self dead true. Something like that. And the new grass can have burnt it. I figure grass burns very quickly, so it should burn already at 0.3. Okay, that's a bit too quickly maybe. And here we get into polish as well, like maybe the grass should become black first. And I think the fires should go out a bit quicker when they're not burning anything. So let's do it like this. But then we need to compensate and make this bigger. Yeah, something like that. I think this should be even quicker. And I kind of want the fire to grow a lot at the beginning. I guess with something like grass, it should grow like really quickly. it should disappear. I feel like it's not disappearing quickly enough. That's better. And now we need to increase this even more to compensate. Still feel like it disappears a bit slowly. But okay, this will have to do. We don't have much time. Okay, so the next step I wanted to add is I figure there can be enemies which might not start burning by themselves. We can imagine they have plate armor or something, but they can get very warm if stuff around them is burning. So let's create an enemy. So you kind of have to fight them indirectly, is my thought. Can't fire at them directly. So I don't know. Maybe he's holding some sort of blue sword, because blue is of course the enemy of red. I think I'm spending too much time on this. Why can't I select? But it's okay. I shouldn't take this too seriously. I mean, this is mostly for fun, but I'm also trying to challenge myself not to spend too much time on stuff. I am very good at spending a lot of time on a lot of stuff. Anyway, that doesn't look right. And here we are again spending time on stuff, but whatever. Okay, that's better. Maybe. Oh well, that will have to do. Here's our enemy. Yes. Save as night. Not night. And then we say nightstand. It's just night. And then let's see, new Sarah we had somewhere. And we're gonna copy this part because I think they will be a bit similar. And say new night. I haven't implemented replacing file yet. Need to fix that. Night. Load file. It works, and we say nightstand. And what was the size of the night? The size of the night was 3438. There we go. And then we need to, of course, add a night. New night at, let's say, 6053. Oh, a bit more. I'm feeling like my character sprites are maybe a bit too big for this scale, but okay, and now we move around when I move, but of course the knight should just, I guess for now, I think the knight is gonna be like the Goomba for now. It should just move forward. So we don't need these conditions. it should just always move forward. And I guess it shouldn't shoot flames. Oh, the wrong way. And it shouldn't be that fast. Oh, time to take a break. Yes, I'm gonna take the break. I would have hoped we were gonna start polishing, but I need to fix the enemy. I really hope I can get the enemy done during the next 25 minutes. But yeah, we'll see how far we get. I'll be back in 5 minutes, just like before. Gonna start the timer. Gonna check. Someone said something today. Yes. Oh, a friend commented on the pass-through problem. Okay, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Seems like I didn't start the timer properly, so let's just continue. Start timer. Okay, so we're halfway through and we don't have a game. So we need to make a game. To make a game, we need to, like, essentially, at least I think the enemy should kill us, simply. So when they touch us, we should bounce back. But I'm also feeling that these characters are like way too... I feel very constrained right now. So I'm gonna make the scaling a bit less. Like this, and then I wonder if I break anything else. I don't think so. I think the scaling is independent. And then we say, where did I say 200? Here, let's say 300. That's too much, maybe. 250. Oh, oops. Something like this. And maybe that's too big. There we go. Okay, and now I'm gonna move things around a bit. Like here, let's start at the bottom, I think. Yes, something like that. So yeah, maybe we can just add 100 to all Y positions. There we go. And then I want the knight to be a bit further away. Maybe it could even be off screen in the beginning. Something like that. Now I feel a bit more calm. Let's add some more grass and ground. Oh, and I realize now we could make this time to make a roguelike when math random is above, I don't know, when this is below 0.9 maybe, or 0.6. There we go. Random level generation. Yes. Anyway, a bit further, and now I can start firing things. I realized the grass can't burn away this quickly, so we're gonna increase the burnt to, let's say, 2 maybe. Yeah, even more, just because it doesn't make sense. Like, I want to be able to shoot it here and wait quite a long time, so I don't need like perfect timing. I guess that's okay. Can I shoot at him? I can. And that makes sense, I guess. Okay, but now when he touches me, I want to get damage somehow. I guess I should note like this too in the chat. Okay. So how do I get damaged? I guess when we collide. So let's look at knight update. Knight update. When circle self Sara. I guess Sara isn't defined at this point, but I could define Sara a bit earlier. Like this. Okay, when they collide, damage. I could do like instant game over, but I think that's a bit boring. So let's say he does 13 damage and I have 42 HP. And then we say deafen Sarah damage, self damage, update self damage, HP I mean, minus damage. When self HP is lower than or equal to 0, put self dead true. There we go. And damage, Sarah damage. Yeah, and oh. And this, now we will get like killed quickly, or at least I thought so. I thought we would. Yeah, I think our radius is a bit too low. So maybe bump it up to 15. yeah, now I die like instantly. But what I want to happen when I get damaged is get invulnerable and pushed away a bit. So let's see. So let's set the damage timer to 0. And say put self damage timer, I don't know, 2 seconds maybe. And say unless self damage timer is 0. Update self damage timer minus get frame time, but it should also never be below 0. I think this works. And just to be safe, I always do this instead of 0. So now I can only be hit once every 2 seconds, I think. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on there, so we're gonna in render UI we can draw render UI, draw text, Sara damage timer at 1010, color black. So damage timer 0, still 0. Okay, something strange is going on. Damage timer. Let's see. Oh, it should be when damage timer is when damage timer is greater than 0. Oh wait. No. When it is equal than or lower. There we go. Damage timer for 2 seconds. Oh wait. Wait, now it died instantly again. Let's see. Let's draw our health as well. $42, and then we hit him. Oh, instant. So what is going on here? Oh right, this damage timer should of course only be reduced during Sara update. Here we go. So let's see. What? When self.damage timer is lower than or equal to 0, then we take damage. Oh, whoops, the damage timer was only if we died. That's not very helpful. There we go. So now I'm invulnerable for 2 seconds, then 2 seconds, but my HP is going down. 2 seconds, bam. Okay. Next thing, when we get a collision like this, I want to be pushed back like this. So we're gonna say if let dt and self damage timer, if this is pos, then we take the damage timer and do stuff. Otherwise we have control over our character. So here we say we want to go like up, back, I guess. Update self pos /v plus I don't know, -1. What happens if we do this? It crashes. That's because we don't need that parenthesis. Yeah, so now we go back. But of course we need some gravity too. And now we're wasting a lot of time implementing physics, but what are you gonna do? Update in self pos 1 minus get time. Oh, it should be plus, and let's say 10 maybe. So So now we're falling a bit too slowly. Yes. Let's see. I want to check a collision against ground. So let's say this ground. No, this is not ground. Ground true, and then we just do a looping thing again. So if we're not on ground, collision, we should fall down. And then we say when go is ground, then we say set on ground go and break. And now we see what happens. Okay, things were on ground. That, oh right, we need to do the when circle. So check if we collide with ground. I guess this doesn't make any sense with circle for the ground check, so instead we're gonna do when self pos the Y position, and this is lower than or equal to, I'm realizing this is getting very stupid, but we'll try it. So let's see what happened. Alright. No. When, oh right, it should be greater than, there we go. And then we need an offset plus go ground offset, like what I imagine to be the top. New ground offset 10 maybe. Oh, minus 10, minus 20, and 5, 30. Oh, I guess we have some starting position too. I guess if we are on ground, if on ground, then I want to say put self pos 1 should be equal to this value to the top of the ground if let, there we go. Okay, now we're standing on the ground. Just gonna change the ground offset to something else. Yeah, I think this is okay. So now we collide. Maybe the gravity is too high or something. I guess this should be multiplied by get frame time and 10 or something. Let's see, collision too little, 100 then. Collision, yeah, something like that. Maybe I want the Y part to be a bit bigger. Bam. Maybe 2 seconds is a bit too long. Maybe I don't want this to be that big. Oh, I guess this could be multiplied by the damage timer too, so the speed decreases as... Yeah, this looks okay. And then we'll say put... Need to change the damage timer, this is too much. Let's say 1 second. Yeah, something like that. And then we increase the force. Bam. Now we can increase this. I want us to fly back a fair bit. Yeah, maybe this is okay. And I think we should say this shouldn't go too low, I think. I think the damage is a bit too slow. Now we can get some control mid-air too. Maybe that's nice. Okay. So now, oh, right, that's another problem right now. I think we start firing the fire a bit too low, so it's very easy to burn ourselves on the grass. So I'm just gonna create the fire a bit higher. Let's see, new fire. And that, oh right, the aim boss should be a bit higher, I think. And this would be this one, and let's just add a number to y, or I guess this would be minus. Okay, that looks a bit strange. Oh, I guess we only need to add it to the center of Sara. V slash v plus 0 minus 20. Yeah, something like this. Just so we don't fire below us too easily. Okay, I still think the grass is burning up way too fast. That's better. And now I want this Goomba character to get damage instead, or rather I want it to have heat. So we already just checked does stuff have heat. So I think if I say heat 0 here, we should be able to see him getting hotter when he's burning. And let's see. Night render. Here we have white, and I think we could instead use heat 001 heat. Oh right. Let's see. This needs to be 1, I guess. Wait, how do I do this? I guess this looks a bit strange, but it will have to do. So we say normalized heat. Let normalized heat. It will be heat divided by, I don't know, 300. And then we say 1 minus this. So now it should look okay, and then we add some fire. Oh, I'm gonna increase the burn a bit more. This game is too hard for me. Oh, now it's getting hotter or something. Normalize heat. Oh right, we need this one twice. Yes, now he's feeling the heat. He's feeling the heat. I guess we might need a jump too. Oh, I guess that's a nice effect. The more fires I put, the faster it burns, which makes a lot of sense. Okay, so now I want to make it so that the more heat he has, the more health he loses. So we have HP, I don't know, 192. He's a beefy knight, but he can burn. So update in, let's see. Update self HP should be minus to get frame time multiplied by self heat, something like that. But I'm thinking like this is a tough character, so he doesn't actually start taking damage unless it's above a value. So when damage, if damage is bigger than, let's say 10, then damage either 0. So when it's just a little hit, he takes no damage. And then the next thing is if he can flinch, if he starts taking like a lot of damage. Oh right, I also want this to be he should also have a damage timer. But it can be a bit shorter maybe. When self-damage timer is low or equal to 0, then this stuff happens. Yes, so he takes heat all the time, but he can only be damaged on a timer. And then of course we say update self-damage damage timer minus get frame time. Now stuff breaks because we don't have a damage timer here. Damage timer 0. Okay, now let's see. Alright, and we should check when his health is too low. When self OP is lower than or equal to 0, then we say put self dev true. Yeah. And now let's see if we can we damage him enough. I made too many fires, I think. Let's try to make some slow burning fires instead. Maybe he has a bit too much HP. Oh, it seemed to go around there. Okay. I guess from now I could just draw his HP somewhere. Oh, more spam. Above is spam. Okay. Oh, I think I'm not doing this very well. $90. There. What? So, wait. Why didn't he take any damage? Oh, I guess the heat is not big enough. I guess the heat limit is too high then. Let's see. Night update. Let's see. Let's try this. I need more heat. What? How much? The heat is too high. Now it starts to take a lot of damage. Ah, he endures way too much. So 0.5 and 20 instead. I mean, this is a Goomba, not a boss. Yeah, he's way too chunky. I guess he has to be a bit chunky if I'm not just gonna do. Yeah, but now it's starting to look like something at least. And now it's time for the break, and then after that I have another hour. Okay, at least we had the enemy and we can defeat him and he can defeat us. That's a great start. So yes, time for another break. I'll see you in 5 minutes. realized I have been standing for 2 hours, so gonna sit down for a bit. I'm starting to get a bit tired. Yeah. Let's see. 1 hour left then. So gonna start the timer. And let's see. Close that one. Fixing a window over here. Okay, let's see now. So what I feel is that we need like just more stuff, more enemies, maybe platforms to jump on top of. And I still feel a bit constrained, so I'm gonna give us more space again. I'm thinking, do I need even more space? Because later this can be played in full screen too. So I think I'm gonna go hard on, yeah, just give us more space to play with. Let's see, where did I put the size of the window? Here. So now I think I can just do this, or maybe 1 times 3 maybe. Yeah, now we got a lot of space. Now the characters are a bit too small, I guess. This is tricky. Yeah, this doesn't sit well with me. And this is ugly, of course. Okay, let's do times 2 then. So, yeah, something like this. Okay, so what do I want to do? First of all, the damage timer doesn't need to be rendered. What? Oh, no. Draw text. There we go. Okay. So I kind of wanted to get into polish now, but I think we need to just create more stuff. I kind of want to be able to jump over this enemy. So let's add a jump. Since we have gravity, it should be easy to do some sort of jump at least. So if W, then we say, oh right, and I guess we should check if we're on ground. Maybe we need to do that twice. Oh well. And on the ground, put self. I guess I don't have any velocity right now. So let's just do this then. Jump timer 1. Update self jump timer minus get frame time, and then where do we update our actual position then? Whew, yeah, really, really starting to feel tired. All right, we just do the plus stuff. So I guess we do this update when pause self jump timer. So when we are jumping, we say update in self pause 1 plus self jump timer multiplied by get frame time. Maybe. I don't know if I need this part. And then we need to add a jump timer 0. And now I try jumping. Nothing is happening. So I think we need to multiply this with something. Still nothing happening. Okay, so this code is running. Update in self pos. Do we just need more? No. This looks a bit strange to me. Let's trace the position to self pos. Yeah, okay. It says pos should be really high. Are we just not using pos? Sara render pos. All right. When we're on the ground, we set the position to ground. Let's see. Let's do this the ugly way. Set on ground name. Okay. Let's trace the position at the end instead. Yeah, something is messing up our position. Let's say unless pos self jump. Now we're doing like super ugly stuff, but we don't have time. We don't have time. Oh, it's the wrong way. Let's try this. Okay, now it's starting to look better. Maybe the gravity is a bit too floaty. Oh, and that's maybe a bit too harsh. Something like this maybe, but we need a higher jump. Oh wow, that's too high. Yeah, something like this. Now it feels okay. Now we can and we still get damage, and of course we get pushed in the wrong direction. I guess we could fix that with this, but that's no, not now. We don't have time. Let's try. I know I need to fix the gravity code if I want to sell platforms. So like the choice I have now. I think I really want platforms. So this ground check, we'll have to check if we are inside the bounds of the ground, and I think we could do this in an ugly way. We just check circle too. So it only applies. Yeah, exactly. This is what I would have expected. All right. What? Why can I jump now? Shouldn't be able to jump now. All right, because let's call this. Just copy paste. Now I think I can't jump. Yeah. Very, very excellent. Okay, maybe this is a bit too bad. When self setting yeah, I'm way too tired now. I feel it, I don't know what I'm doing. When self pause, this is x pause. When let x, when x is greater than or equal to, go, let in go pause 0. And it is lower or equal than this one plus in go size 0. Yeah, I think this is better now. Let's try this. Yes, this looks better here. Let's see if we fall down. Yes, now we fall down. Okay, let's create another platform. New ground. Okay. And we don't have time to do anything nice, so we're gonna copy paste. And this could extend a bit further instead. Yeah, so now we can jump over and fall down here. Yes! Oh! Oh, right. Oh crap, I am getting bitten by my bad collision code. Okay, let's make a real collision code then. Yeah, but this... Oh, this is so annoying. Okay, note the next time I should make the collision code before. Okay, so y should be lower than or equal to go pause 1 and bigger or equal to plus I think this will look a bit strange. Oh, and it doesn't even work. When y is lower than... Oh, it should be greater than, and then lower than. Yeah, this is amazing. I realize now why there are multiple problems with this. This should be like this. Yeah, this is why I did the ugly ground offset stuff before. Minus this doesn't look quite right. Oh, because we also need to add half of our own size. Yeah, I'm completely messing stuff up now. I guess minus. Yeah, something like this. And now we need to fix this collision too. Okay, now it's finally starting to look okay here. I can't jump. Oh, right, because this I need to copy paste again. Okay, now I can jump. Come on. Let this work. Okay, yes, now this works. Nice. Oh, I fell through the floor, but that's okay. We can live with bugs. We just... Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Okay. Some more enemies. New night. Let's see. Yes, now we have our knights there. I guess they would need the ground check too. Now I'm falling down to my death. Yeah. I actually don't think I'm gonna be able to fix this train wreck, so I'm actually gonna do what, like the thing I thought would be interesting from the beginning instead for now. And that is that the fires should spread when they grow big enough. So fire update will be like when self-heat is above, maybe, I don't know, when it is above 2, then we say update self-pos, update in self-pos 1 minus, I don't know, 50, and then we say new update state goes array push new fire, and we're gonna say v/v plus self-pos plus 100. Oh, now we have multiple problems. Let's remove the trace. Trace. Oh, did my timer disappear? Oh, I didn't start it. Okay, I'm gonna keep track of it myself. So 10 minutes until the next break. There are still some traces. Now something hanged. I guess. Oh, right. It might be because it creates too many fires. So I'm gonna lower the heat when let's see. Fire. There we go. Of course we need to update the heat to update, rather put update self heat minus 1.5 maybe. No, it really starts crashing. I wonder. Maybe just the heat of the new fire. What? Oh wait, maybe 2 is too low. Is that it? 10? Yeah, okay. And 50 is too much, so let's say 25. 50, and then heat, let's say this is 8. Yeah, something like this, but this doesn't look quite right. Maybe not minus 8. Let's try minus 10. And this is too big. Offset, offset, left offset, math random multiplied by, I guess, plus 10, and then the offset could be maybe 10. Oh, that's too much. Oh, and this needs to be multiplied by 2, of course. Why did they disappear like that? Am I reducing it by too much? I don't want them to disappear. Why do they disappear? Let's do it like this way. Put self split true, so it can only split itself once. And not self split. Does this matter? Why does it shrink? It's like it's going too far away. Maybe the fire... Oh, I realized one thing about the circle. Of course the radius must be scaled. Like this, by this value. Oh, and this will be self-heat. What? Oh. This then? What? Oh. That's better. Now it's working as expected. Now we can get a lot of fires going. But I don't understand why they disappear sometimes. Maybe the collision is a bit too high. Maybe it needs to go down a little. Oh, it's circle, so I guess it needs to go down a little bit. That's what you get for using circle. Let's try this. Does this work? That looks kind of strange, but okay, soon I only have half an hour left, but at least now the fires... What the? Why did this disappear? There's so much strange going on. Can I fire this guy? Yes! There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, so... yeah. I've kind of given up on making this much of a game, but let's try adding some sound effects. Let's see. Audacity. First, just some shooting sound effect. And how do I do this the best way? Maybe like this. New spore, paste, dist, export. Shoot shoot one. Let's see. All right, time for a break too. So I'm just gonna put this in the game and take a quick break. Where am I? Jams, fire, shoot. And then we have F sounds. Do I need to do this? Yeah, I think I might need to do that, but only once. Anyway, def sound shoot. Load sound shoot one dot org. Let's remove the trace. Did this work? Let's see. Failed to open file. Shoot1.org. It's not here. Where did it end up? Did I not complete the export? Oh, over here. Let's try that again then. Load sound. Failed. No, warning. Failed to create buffer. Doesn't sound great, but let's try it. Play sound shoot1.org. Oh, shoot. Five. Performance how to true. Yes, now it works. Now I'm gonna pause my music and turn on desktop sound, so I think you will hear this. Yeah, nice. So press when we press the button. And that sounds terrible, so let's just get some variations. Export. Do I need to do this? Export org. Shoot to. Oh no, I should have chosen export selected sound. Shoot to. Og, save, okay, and then we do this, def, this is right. Shoot. Okay, at least it's different now. The sound is maybe a bit too high. Sorry if I ruin your ears. Gonna check how to set volume. Set master volume. That sounds great. Set master volume 0.5 maybe. 0.2. I think this is better at least. Here we go. Okay, gonna take a short break and then add some more sound and then just try to build it and upload it. Okay, so 25 minutes left. I think I can afford to spend 10 minutes on polish, then I need to build. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, but yeah. Maybe I should make sure I can build first. Let's do that. So let's go. Let's see. First I need to create a project at Janet. I can take that from a different project. So just copy that here. And it just defines some dependencies and flaming Sarah flames. Yes, very good. There we go. Okay, first of all, let's see if I can run this like this. And I could. So what we're missing is a main function. So this can be done. We comment this out and then we need to define a main function. And this is also something I will take from the other project because it's essentially boilerplate so that I can build the XC file. Does this work in it? All right, I'm gonna put the. Do I need to do that? Let's see. Yes, I don't need this, the event stuff. Or yes, I do. I do need the mouse move thing. There we go. Now this loads. So let's try to run it. I'm running it from Janet instead. And that did not seem to work. Why isn't it running the main function? Janet, do we get any errors? Doesn't look like it. But I do realize some of this stuff I need to do a bit later, but I still think it should run the main function. Print main. Janet, fire.janet. Okay, if I rename it then fire to main.janet. No. Maybe I've always done this then. Main. Is this how you do it? Oh, whoops. What? I guess I'm glad I chose to focus on the building part first. So, Freya, fire.janet, main. It really should call main, I think. Maybe it crashes somewhere. So let's create that init function instead then. Because, for example, this function doesn't make any sense to run at this point. I guess, all right, there are multiple things. Let's see. Also, this should run after this, I guess. Let's see. This can be a var. Nil. And then we set shoot to that. And defen init. It should do that stuff, and it should also, let's see, create the characters and that stuff. So let's copy this part to the init function too. Is there anything more I do in the top level? I don't think so. Load file. Now it works in Freya at least. I'll try it here. Doesn't look much better. Let's see. Janet, file.janet. Freya, file.janet. Let's try use Freya jlib and import Freya vector math. Okay, now something happens. It looks crazy, but still nothing. Oh right, I need to remove the call to drop text as well. For now. Night, where does it load on night? Oh right, this stuff. Right, I guess these have to be vars too. Guess next time I should create the init function from the start, maybe. Okay, now it looks better, still looks a bit strange. I'm gonna turn off full screen if I can. I don't remember what size I said the game should be. This doesn't look quite right. Oh, here we have the size of the game. Game size. The game size. Size. There it is. Oh, I guess this needs to be v/v multiplied by the render scale. Okay, so, and then we need to remove the offset too. Offset. Did I hard code 80 somewhere? I hope not. Okay, now that works. Now I just need to figure out why essentially nothing is rendered. Oh, I guess one of the things is we don't need all this pop matrix. That did not seem to matter. It feels like the texture isn't rendered because I see the UI but not the rest of the stuff. What happens if I don't do the texture stuff? We just render immediately instead. That did no difference. Gonna print here, print hello. It doesn't print hello, so the objects aren't loaded for some reason. So let's see. Oh, I don't call init, of course. Now it crashes. That's better at least. 313 expect stable buffer. What? Oh, I don't need this part. Okay. Now, yes. Now we're back in business. Almost. 55. Expected array. Alright, this needs to be var fn. And this too. I'm gonna remove the print. Hello. And then I'm gonna add back the texture mode so we get the scaling. Okay. Now we seem to be back in business. I wonder why the grass down here disappear. If I had to guess, they're sharing some state. Either that or the fires are getting too big somehow. Yeah, I think this hitbox of the fire might be wrong. So just gonna check fire update. Like the circle might be a bit too I think it can never go above 3. I think now it's better. Yes. Okay, so let's see if we can build a binary. Alright, I need to change the source file name here to file. Build Star Flames. Yes, it can run. And it works. Okay, so 10 minutes. I'm just gonna add one more sound effect then, and that is when the fire starts burning. I'm gonna try this one. Start fire. Okay. And we want to play this sound during new fire. Start fire. Start fire. Yes, and set shoot. Set shoot. Shoot. Oh. Oh, now I started the build file, of course. Ah! Oh. It plays the same sound and restarts it, so I would need like multiple. I guess I can just do this then. Here we go. Okay, that will be enough. So we build, we move the build XC to here. There we go, and then I guess I need to create a zip or something. Dev. So I think these are the ones I need. And then just to test, I'm gonna move this to somewhere else. Let's call it Flaming. I don't remember what I called it. Sarah Flames. Sarah Flames. And I open. Can I run it from here? No. Then extract first. Okay, so this seems to work. So now I need to upload this zip. To each. Oh, I had forgot to join. Upload game. All right. That's Windows only. Rust, mouse, and mouse click. Yes. Save and view page. It works. Submit project. What? Do I need to publish it? Draft. Public. Submit. What? Submit. What am I doing wrong? Public. What? Sarah Flames is here and it is published, so why can't I submit it? Release, and if I open a private tab, I can see it, so it is uploaded. Why can't I submit it? Whoops. Now I... Wait, what? Oh, now I see it was already submitted. That's good. Can I remove... Now I messed up. I didn't mean for this to remove the submission. I see, so it was already added. Hey. Okay, there we go. Now I maybe can add a screenshot. Let's see. Crocky DB, thank you for mentioning it. I'm glad you enjoy watching. Let's see now. There we go. I'm guessing I can't just copy paste it here. View game page. Okay, this is not what I expected. How do I edit it? Dismiss. Published. I guess here. Upload cover image. Okay. So then the question is if this got stored somewhere. Doesn't look like it. Then we'll open Paint. 3 minutes to go. Cover Dev Jams Fire. Dev Jams Fire. Cover. Okay, there we go. Now we have a picture at least. Okay, I'm done. Whew. Okay, so this was a bit hectic. It's kind of hard to create a game in 3 hours. I'm not sure what I ended up spending the most time on. I felt like it went pretty quickly in the beginning, and then it got slower and slower over time. Like when I was messing with the night, fixing the build stuff is also something that I should prepare beforehand. I guess one could even create, maybe one could create a game page beforehand too, I'm not sure. It felt really nice to draw some stuff in Paint. Last time, maybe I can show it. When I did it just by myself, I made this thing. Oh, it's full screen, of course. Does this work from Freya now? After I fixed the build stuff, things might stop working in Freya. Let's see. Yeah, so where do we have start game? So this is my last 3-hour project. Here we go. Oh yeah, and if you die in this one, it crashes. So at least I managed to make it so that you die without the game killing itself. But oh, come on. Yeah, so I throw oil stuff and then I can change ammo and start making the oil stuff kind of burn. So it was a similar inspiration with fire, but yeah, just implemented a bit differently. Of core part of it was that I wanted to... Wait, I'm gonna make it so that they can't kill me. Like this maybe. I wanted to make the oil, like this was meant to be oil that you throw out. I wanted to make it have different effects. So for example, I can't turn very easily when I'm in the oil. And the idea was that this would affect the enemies too. So, how to put it? Like you can glide around the oil, or you can light the oil on fire, was the idea. But what I noticed when working here was making those two mechanics meaningful in 3 hours was a bit too hard for me. So I tried this time around to focus more on a single mechanic instead. And I think that went better. I mean, I took some time to draw instead, which I think... I mean, obviously the alpha problem messed things up, but all in all, I thought... I think it will look better if I draw stuff rather than just have rectangles. Yeah. I want lower saturation as well. But anyway, so drawing was fun. I want to keep doing that. What more? I'm pretty happy that spreading fire kind of worked, sort of like how I wanted it to. I don't think as the game is now, it's very boring. I think there's something you could do with spreading fires, but like one immediate problem is like, yeah, why not just shoot the enemies immediately instead? And the other one is like, now there's no grass, now there's nothing more I can do really. So yeah, I think it might be worth thinking a bit about. I think if I'm gonna do a platformer again, I need to put on, spend time actually making some sort of level, but it might be that that just takes too much time. Yeah, so that's something to consider too, like how to put it. Like, what is the meaningful choice for the player? Like in this game, I can't just jump over them, and I can't win. So now the game is done. So I kind of focused on the simulation of the fire part, which is fine. Like that's cool. But if I want to make more a game, I need to figure out like what's the goal. Defeat all enemies or whatever it is, and then make sure the game can support that goal somehow. So that's probably what I'm gonna do next. So last two games have been more focused on doing some sort of simulation with the fire. But next game I should probably try to figure out like what journey will the player have in the game. Yeah, so that's it for now. Thanks for watching. It was fun trying this on stream, if a bit stressful, but I think it turned out all right. So have a nice weekend. Bye.